Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Here we've got two teams who will look to their running backs to try to control the pace of the game. It's the Raiders going up against the Chargers. So let's go now to Oakland, California, where Jim and Phil are on the call.
Chargers, Raiders, rainy conditions here at kickoff, and the rain should continue throughout the day. Down on the sideline, there is the offensive wizard who was a quarterback himself in college at Utah. At age 42, Mike McCoy. And on the other sideline, the youngest head coach in the NFL, Dennis Allen. So that means Tywan Jones will be back for the opening kick. Nick Novak ready to kick it away to start today's game. And the tackle is made right around the 26-yard line. There's been all kinds of build-up and anticipation, and now the rookie quarterback heads onto the field for his first series.
Yeah, I think things have changed so much over the years. These quarterbacks, especially these rookies, they're so much more ready to play than previous years. They get to throw the football a lot in college, a lot in high school, so they come in the NFL to prepared and ready to go.
That's a nice, powerful statement as they establish the run at the beginning of this game.
Yeah, Jim, you're right. I'm going to give the offense a little credit here, but, you know, somewhere, I don't know, maybe the defense is going to have to put some weights in their pockets. You got to hang in there and make the tackle.
They load it up now, bring out the jumbo formation. Able to read that play and make the hit.
The Chargers defense is just one of the best in the NFL. What a job that time of the run play. They get penetration, they get in the backfield, and they make the tackle for a loss.
They'll go with the extra tonnage here with the jumbo set. Throws to the right. Gets it out for the completion. Moore's taken down at the 46. The Raiders know that a fourth down conversion like that can be a momentum changer.
Oh, sure it can. It gives everybody confidence. You get to call at least 3 more plays, you hope. And anytime you stay on the field longer in the NFL, the odds go up tremendously that you're going to get a score. Nice risk-reward play that time on the offensive side.
Jones-Drew lined up in the backfield. They'll run it. Here's the handoff. That'll put them in what we call plus territory.
Well, I know it was a short run that time by the offense, but it's what it's going to do for you long term. Keep running that football. Try to wear the defense down.
For this play, they'll go with 2 tight ends. Jones-Drew has it out of the eye. I know they want to come out and establish the run, but, boy, this defense right now is not bending.
They're doing a good job so far, the defense, but on the offensive side, stay patient, keep pounding that football, and hopefully you can wear this defense down as the game goes along.
Let's go.
The Raiders come out in a jumbo set. Makes the catch as he moves across the first down yardage and a new set of downs.
That's a good play that time by the offensive coordinator. 4th down try. He makes the right call, and they pick up the first down.
There's a lot of extra weight out there for this jumbo set. Looking to the right side and throwing it. Moore's got it. First down.
Every quarterback in the NFL loves this coverage where you got 4 defensive backs all playing deep. So in routes, anything across the middle, usually it's wide open. Good job by the quarterback taking advantage of the defense that time.
That's an interception. The tackle is made. Raised in Alabama, educated at NC State. Here is quarterback Phillip Rivers. First down coming up. Keeps it here. And Gates has got the catch and the first.
Rivers able to show off the footwork. Wow, what a good job. Look at those feet. Like a dancer. Gets himself in very good position to throw the football.
Let's see what they do on first down following that huge play. Woodhead's got it on the handoff. Picks up maybe 3. Setting the lineup for the offense today, a future Hall of Famer at tight end is Antonio Gates.
It was awesome last year to see Antonio Gates back to 100% and running routes down the field and just abusing linebackers and safeties. Still one of the best tight ends in the NFL. My gosh, you're talking about getting overpowered. I guess they were expecting a speed move. The right guard and right tackle are both pulled. They get run over and they give up a sack.
Philip Rivers from the shotgun. And the quarterback is taken down.
Well, the defense has got to be excited. Anytime on third down they make the play, they get pretty fired up. But when you sack a quarterback on third down, that is one happy and emotional defense right now.
Jenkins is going to look for space now. That's a gain of 10. They come to the line of scrimmage. First down. Handoff. Left side. And Weddle is able to bring it to an end.
What that run does, it just puts the offense in a good situation. So a good, positive run.
The jumbo set on the field. Second down and 1. Can't find space, and this will be a loss of 1 on the play.
The Raiders offensive coordinator, he has to be frustrated by that play. I think he calls the right play, but what happens? The run loses yards. That's just a bad job on the offensive line. A running back must always know the situations. Third and short, don't be looking to break it outside and go for the big run. Get the first down so the offense can stay on the field. Nice job.
Staying with the ground. Butler's there to make the tackle. Second down coming up. The Raiders come out. 2 tight ends on the field. Maurice Jones-Drew gets it here. And tackled down at the 43-yard line.
Johnson's just not an outside rusher. We see it right here. What a job showing that strength. Stays in position, and the run's coming outside, and he stops it for no gain.
Third down and 7. He's looking to the right. That ball has been picked off. And he'll step out of bounds.
Good job that time by the defense. Not being fooled. Being in position. When you're in position, you have a chance to make the play. That time they did. They got the interception.
First down at the 47. Shrugs off the first hit. Allen's tackled down after a gain of 15.
Anytime you give a quarterback that kind of time, he's going to get comfortable, get his feet under him, be relaxed, and he is going to make the perfect throw down the field. Easy completion that time for the quarterback.
Now first and 10. Up the middle. Sims is in on the tackle.
When you're an offensive lineman and you can line up and just run the football straight ahead and pick up those kind of yards, you are going to get into the head of the defense. You're basically saying, we're tougher than you are, and we're just going to come right at you.
And the second quarter is underway with this snap. And Matthews is tackled down at the 29.
Good coaching on the defensive side. Everybody stays at home. They stay in their gap, and they hold that run to a short gain.
Floyd's going to get set in the slot for this snap. And Matthews has got the carry once more.
Got to give a lot of credit to the defense that time. They diagnosed the running play. They got in the backfield, and they tackled the runner for a loss.
Puts it through the uprights. Needed plenty of leg on that one.
Well, Jim, that field goal puts them in the lead. It was a nice drive by the offense, and what it does, it just gives you confidence. You did some positive things on the field, and it should carry over for you for the rest of the game.
Jones tackled down at the 17. The Raiders come onto the field for their next series. Offense lines up here. First down at the 17. Handoff out of the I formation.
If you want to run the football with success, you're going to have plays like this where they pick up very little yardage. Don't listen to the fans. Keep running it, and it'll work.
Second down here after that run play. The Raiders are at the line of scrimmage and loading up that line with an extra tight end. He'll pick up 7 this time.
You're running back in this league and you pick up first downs and you don't fumble the football, I promise you one thing, you're going to get more carries.
They're able to move the chains after that last run. 2 tight ends on the field here. And here's the toss. Gain's about 3.
This is one good tackling defense. They stay in good position at all times, and we saw it that time, and they stopped the play for a short gain.
It's a 2 tight end formation. Second down and 7. Back to him. Butler's there to make the tackle. Now 3rd and 4 following the run. They load it up now. Bring out the jumbo formation. Throws to the right. He has the grab. Moore's brought down after picking up 14 on the play.
When you play man-to-man against this receiver, you're going to have a tough time. Quarterback's a good thrower. Really hard for a defensive back to stay with him.
And now on first down, they'll go back to the air. Reaches up high for it, and he's got the catch. The Raiders continue to look in one direction here in the first half. Moore's been getting open, and he's not missing out on these opportunities to make big plays.
He's just one of those wide receivers. If you keep giving him chances, he will get it done, and they have found ways and designed plays to get him a lot of catches here in the first half.
After being stuffed at the line of scrimmage, it's now second down and 10. They'll go with the extra tonnage here with the jumbo set. And this won't even get back to the line. They'll end up losing 1.
The Raiders' offensive line, they had a mental mistake here. Why? Because they let somebody go unblocked. It leads to a tackle for a loss of yards on the carry.
This will be the 8th play of this drive. They bring in the extra tight end. 3rd and 10. Looking across the middle, and he's going to be tackled, and that's going to bring us to 4th down.
Good job by the defense, staying in the right spots. They give up the short pass. They make the tackle, and now we have 4th down coming up.
The offense still on the field here on 4th down, needing 4 to stay on the field. The Raiders snap it at the 36. That's a missed opportunity, and now they'll have to bring out the defense.
The defense loves it that the offense gambled and went for it on 4th down where a field goal would have tied the game, and they stopped them. That's a nice job by the defense.
Quarters formation here for the defense. Gets the handle here. Tackles made.
Good job that time by the offense. Power run gets them a few yards.
Second down following the run. Phillip Rivers has it under center. Coming to the line, hoping to avoid being sacked for a 3rd time. 3-step drop. Rivers has still got it on the play action.
What a nice catch by the receiver. Getting past the yard markers, makes the catch, and gets a 1st down.
Brown's a receiver in the slot. Royals lined up now as a slot receiver. Out of the gun. Rivers keeps it. Ball is out, and the recovery is made by the defense. Good piece of tackling. The defense comes up with the big play. The hit And the recovery of the football.
They sure did. They got so much speed on the defensive side, and that speed, when you think about it, it gets more people around the football. It helps you deliver the hit even harder, and that's why they got the turnover. Great job.
There's a lot of extra weight out there for this jumbo set. Now makes the move to the right.
Good job by the defensive line, standing in there and fighting, and they hold the running back to a short gain.
This is third down. Moore's in the slot. And intercepted. He's brought down.
Nice job of the defense that time. In position, they read the quarterback's eyes, and it led to an interception.
Loading up with extra defensive backs in the dime. Royals lined up in the slot. First down at the 49. Has Allen. That brings the play to an end.
That's a nice route on the outside. Nice throw by the quarterback. Puts him in good position to keep moving and get a first down.
And now we reach the 2-minute warning here in the second quarter. Royals going to get set in the slot for this snap. Second down and 5. And he's forced to the ground.
Well, good job that time by the defense. They catch the offense off guard, and they send more guys than the offensive line can block. When you're outnumbered, it's up to the quarterback to get rid of the football. He does it, and he takes the sack.
Woodhead out to the right, and he's going to be tackled, and that's going to bring us to fourth down.
Defensive coordinators love this situation, don't they? Third and long, they can do just about anything, and it's going to work, and they stop the offense that time.
This will bounce into the end zone for a touchback. The Raiders bring their offense back onto the field for their next drive. An extra tight end on the field for this one. First down at the 20. Looking to the right side and throwing. And Weller very nearly picked off that throw.
I know we've all heard this phrase before. That's why they're playing defense, because they can't catch. Hey, the coaches don't care about that. When you get an opportunity, they want you to make the catch.
Second down and 10. Finds his mark. Running room. End zone bound, and he's got the touchdown.
Nowadays, so many kids, they grow up, they want to be wide receivers. I don't blame them. They're out there, they get to catch the football, they get to score touchdowns, they get to do dances, and you're not really allowed to hit them either. What a job.
The Raiders with an extra point try on the way. Add the extra point, the kick is good. The Chargers in position, not much time left here in the first half, where they're now on the losing end of things. The score's 7-3. Woodhead's got a chance for a return. Able to move past the 20 and brought down at the 23. The Chargers now will start their drive at the 23. Allen's a receiver in the slot. And he's brought to the ground.
Well, a short gain on the run that time by the offense. When you're a running football team, listen, there's going to be a lot of ugly plays that don't work. You just got to keep running them.
That does it for the first half. Chargers trail in this one. Janikowski ready now to get the second half underway. That'll be a touchback, and the ball will be placed at the 20. First down here. The defense comes out in the dime. The second half gets rolling now as he takes the snap. The Chargers have put their quarterback in some really tough positions today. Rivers has tried to drop back and make plays, but he's been under pressure all game long.
Oh, boy, watching a quarterback in a day like today, I'm glad I'm up in the booth because that is some beating he is taking, but he's hanging in there tough.
It's now 2nd down and 7 after the 3-yard rush. Split backfield here. Woodhead, nowhere to go as this will be a loss of 3.
Well, that time the offensive line just got overpowered. They allowed penetration. When you do that, nowhere for the running back to go. What a good job by the defensive line.
And Gates has shifted out wide to the left as a receiver. 3rd down and 10. And they bring down the quarterback, and it's a 3-and-out for the offense.
Well, that time the quarterback is sacked on the 3rd down, and that's, of course, that's bad. But the good thing is he did not try to force the football down the field and get the turnover.
And it'll be Cypress back to punt. They bring him to the turf. First down, offense readying for the snap. Offense lines up here. Will go ground. He's taken down at the 42. As they continue to lead, you do wonder if this team will run the football more, even though it has been really ineffective to this point.
No, I'd say this. I would go with the pass. You know, you can win the game in the NFL just passing the football. That's what they're going to have to do here today. The run game, it's been rough, and I don't see it changing.
Flip to the outside. He's going to be tackled right around the 42-yard line.
Number 56 makes the tackle. No gain on the play.
3rd down now. Double tight end formation. Out to the left. Moore's got the catch and the first. The catches have come in bunches for this wide receiver, Phil.
Good job on this wide out today. He is finding a way to catch the football, but let's also give credit to the offensive line for pass protection and the coaching staff. They have done a tremendous job of coming up with different plays to find different ways for him to catch the football.
He knew exactly where he had to go to pick up the first.
That's a nice play that time by the offense, getting the first down. They're up here in the second half, and they're moving the football. That is a great feeling.
The jumbo set on the field. Makes the catch in the end zone. Touchdown.
Well, Jim, it's almost impossible to guard these guys nowadays as they go down the field. These wide receivers, they have feet like ballerinas, and even though you get tight coverage, they're so quick, they can get open and make the catches.
The Raiders now will tack on the extra point. Extra point was good. The Raiders now about to kick off as the offense just took advantage of a very poor punt, took the short field to their advantage, and was able to put points on the board. They'll take it at the 20. First down on the way. For this play, they'll go with 2 tight ends. Matthews. They'll mark the football at the 22. And here we have second down. Brown's lined up now as a slot receiver. Rivers out of the gun. Royals got it, and a first. And he's tackled down after picking up the first.
Well, when your team is behind, what do? Just come out there and get a first down. That's a nice job by the offense.
Phillip Rivers has it under center. Quarterback coming to the line, hoping to avoid being sacked for a 6th time in this game. Nothing there on the screen. Pass falls incomplete.
Incompletion by the quarterback that time. It was good, tight, man-to-man coverage.
The Chargers take it from the 33. And the carry to Ryan Matthews.
Matthews is a dangerous runner when you give him room to run, but there is no room this time. What a job by the defense. They bottle him up for a short gain.
They've come out in the dime package. It's a dime look for the defense on this play. It's going to be a delay of game penalty.
Delay of game, offense. Still third down.
Third down after the penalty. Royals in the slot. The defense comes out in the nickel. Rivers has got it in the gun. Has Allen. And he's going to be tackled, and that's going to bring us to fourth down.
Jim, when you get in these situations, there's not much you can do. Third long, not easy to pick up first downs in these type of situations.
Jenkins tackled down at the 22. The Raiders ready now to start their next series. Take it here from the 22. Offense lines up here. The Raiders from the 22. In on the stop.
Johnson's so strong, he can do everything on the field. He can rush the passer, beat up tackles, tight ends. How about defending this outside run that time? Stuffs it for no gain.
Two tight ends on the field here. Here's the handoff, and they'll run it. He's brought to a halt.
When you have a defense that's not playing good techniques, they're selling out, overplaying plays. Well, you run the counter runs to counteract what they're doing on the defensive side.
Maurice Jones-Drew lined up in the backfield. Incomplete, almost going in the other direction.
The defense did everything right in that situation. They were in the right spot. They were smart. They read the quarterback's eyes, but they dropped the pass.
Allen's got a chance this time, and Allen is stopped there. First down here. Floyd's lined up in the slot. Ryan Matthews takes the handoff and pick up about 4.
When you run the football like this and you show toughness, there is no doubt when you fake it and try to throw the football down the field, the quarterback's going to have all day to get it done.
He's setting up here. He's been sacked 5 times today. Really been beat up. Matthews has it out of the eye. Third down here. Offense trying to pick up the first. Nickel formation here for the defense. Floyd's going to get set in the slot for this snap. Matthews on the screen. Underneath and incomplete that time.
Well, the offensive coordinator is going to second-guess himself this time. Third short. The pass is incomplete. Now it's fourth down, and he's over there saying, I knew it. We should have run it.
Marshall's there to take him down. They face first down.
Let's go.
It's the old counter play. That's a gain of 8.
When you're going against a really athletic defense, there's nothing like reverses and the counter run game because they see it, they go, and you counter it, and that's why it works to perfection.
Toss to the outside. That'll stop the play right there.
Johnson's just not an outside rusher. We see it right here. What a job showing that strength. Stays in position, and the run's coming outside, and he stops it for no gain.
They load it up now. Bring out the jumbo formation. Has his target, and they advance the ball onto the other side of the field.
Good job that time by the quarterback. Man-to-man coverage down the field. When you see it, you got to be accurate with the football. He was that time, and that's why we got the completion.
They come to the line, and it's first down. The final quarter underway now with this snap. They tackle him for a loss.
Got to give the defense some credit on first down. There's so many things the offense can do. They were ready for that play, and they stopped it.
They'll go with the extra tonnage here with the jumbo set. Johnson's the one who made the big stop. You see the rushing numbers now, and, well, there's just not much to look at because neither team has run the ball very well today.
Yeah, really, when you look at running the football, it's not a strength of either football team, so it's pretty easy to stop them in situations like this.
Third down and 13. Makes the catch in the open field. The Raiders continue to pass the football. When they have, they've looked in one familiar direction. Moore's had big plays all over this field today, Phil.
He's like the shooting guard, Jim, in basketball. If he's making a lot of shots, let him keep shooting. So they have found a way, keep getting the football in his hands.
Get ready. The Raiders have it at the 39. Handoff made. Picked up a couple that time. The Raiders go for it on 4th and short and convert. How about that call?
Yeah, I like the decision. 4th and short. I like the odds. The offense is going to get the job done. They call a nice play, and they convert. Pick up that 4th down 10.
He stacked up at that point.
You got to keep your offensive lineman aggressive, so you have to run the football every once in a while. That run, even though it was a short game, it served a purpose.
It's a two-tight end formation. 2nd and 9. Interception by Eric Weddle. Nice tackle.
That was an awesome job by the defense. They just read the quarterback's eyes. They got in position, and they made the interception.
Royals, a receiver in the slot. Matthews takes his spot in the backfield. First down at the 37. Rivers finds Allen.
The quarterbacks and receivers in this NFL now are so good. It's so easy for them to throw and catch and just keep picking up those first downs.
On this passing down, the defense comes out in the nickel. Quarterback coming to the line, hoping to avoid being sacked for a 6th time in this game. First down at the 49. And there's Floyd. Tackled just 3 yards short of the first.
Anytime you get over 4 yards on first down, it doesn't matter what the play is. Is it a run or a pass? That time, nice throw by the QB. Now they're in great position. 2nd down and short.
2nd down, 3 for the first. The defense gets a sack.
I don't know if they were confused or not, but the left side of the offensive line that time, they were not aggressive. They got pushed back, and they give up a sack of the quarterback.
Nickel formation for the defense here. Rivers out of the gun. As Royal. And he's going to be tackled, and that's going to bring us to 4th down.
Defensive coordinators love this situation, don't they? 3rd and long, they can do just about anything, and it's going to work, and they stop the offense that time.
The Chargers will take the snap from the 45. He's looking to the right here on this throw. They'll turn it over on downs.
I'll just say this, Jim. When you're a gambling football team, you're willing to go for it on 4th down, even though you're losing in the second half and you don't get it. You just got to deal with a little bit of adversity and hope your defense can go out there and stop the other team's offense.
They'll run it here. Swallowed up behind the line of scrimmage.
Good job by the defense. They stopped the offense that time on first down. Now the defense is in a good situation.
They bring in the extra tight end. 2nd down and 13. They're all over him behind the line of scrimmage. And a loss of 1.
This is a tough situation for the offense. 3rd and long coming up. But it's a good situation also. You're leading the football game. So there's no reason to take a chance and turn this football over.
3rd and a long way to go. And that pass is swatted away, incomplete.
Jim, when you get in these situations, there's not much you can do. 3rd and long, not easy to pick up first downs in these type of situations.
Allen's got it on the fair catch as the offense heads out now.
At the 19-yard line.
It's 1st down as they head to the line. Rivers set, empty backfield. He'll take the snap from the gun. Trying to work that left side. The tackle is made.
When you run that drag route across the field, it is not as easy as it looks. You're running fast. You have to catch the football right in stride, and you cannot see what's in front of you.
Takes it from the gun. Has his man. And he's tackled, but not until he picked up the 1st down. Boy, they got to the quarterback. They hit him, but he was able to still make the play and get the completion.
Look at the face of the quarterback right now. He's looking at those offensive linemen going, okay, we got a good play there, but can you give me a little bit more time? He does need more.
They'll mark him at the 34.
Well, there's not much to say about that play, Jim. It was a completion by the quarterback, and it picked up a couple yards.
Offense lines up here. And Gates is the receiver, sent out wide to the left. Rivers will take the snap from the gun. Throws to the right. Tackle's made, and that'll move the chains. And now we reach the 2-minute warning. 1st down. Pressure on every snap now. Matthews lined up in the backfield. Offense lines up here. 1st down at the 42. They're setting up screen. Tackle down at the 42-yard line. 2nd down late in the 4th quarter. Timeout won't be used here. They'll go to the hurry. 2nd and 11. Still on his feet. They're going to get him here for a sack. And timeout is called, so we're going to take a quick break and return in just a moment. Play number 6 coming up on this drive. Browns lined up now as a slot receiver. The Chargers have it at the 34. Rivers finds Allen. And he's going to be tackled, and that's going to bring us to 4th down. The offense stops the clock right away with a timeout. The Chargers snap it at the 41. It's intercepted, and that's going to end the comeback attempt.
Good job that time by the defense. Not being fooled, being in position. When you're in position, you have a chance to make the play. That time they did. They got the interception.
The Raiders have it at the 44. He's going to be tackled right around the 46-yard line. The Chargers call a timeout here. They have 0 timeouts remaining. An extra tight end on the field for this one. Here's the handoff. They'll mark him at the 46.
Outside runs take time. And when you run outside, you expect the safety to get up there with that extra time and make the tackle. Good job that time by the safety.
The defense comes out in the nickel. Toss to the outside. And he's going to be tackled, and that's going to bring us to 4th down.
Good job by the safety, diagnosing the run, getting up outside, and making the tackle for a short gain.
They're going to go for it here on 4th and 7. There's a lot of extra weight out there for this jumbo set. Ooh, they failed to pick up the first, and the ball will go back to the other side.
Well, here you are in the second half, and your team is losing. How about that defense coming up with a 4th down stop, gets the ball back for their offense. That is a tremendous job by the defense.
Eyeing that left side. Has Royal. And he's brought down right at the 42. Every play is huge now. Second down on the way. Time continues to tick away as they'll rush back to the line. Big third down on the way late in the fourth. Split backfield here. Phillip Rivers from the shotgun. As Woodhead, they'll mark him at the 29. Now on first down. Every snap crucial the rest of the way. Going to go to the hurry up with under a minute to play. Second down coming up. Time, obviously, a factor the rest of the way. Matthews takes his spot in the backfield. The Chargers have it at the 29. Rivers looking long. Almost intercepted.
Well, the defense has to be depressed after that play because when you get a chance to get off the field, get a turnover, and get the offense off the field, man, you got to take advantage of situations like that.
3rd and 10. Finds his mark. Tackles made. First down here after the completion. They'll go to the hurry up here as the clock runs. And he's sacked, and that should do it. They won't get another playoff here. Well, Phil, I enjoyed watching the game with you, and how about a final thought about that victory?
Well, you know, Jim, I wish I could say the same, that I enjoyed spending these last 3 hours with you, but that's just not the case. But, no, just kidding, of course. Nice win. They got to feel good about what they've done and celebrate a little too.
I think I'll see you next week, maybe. What a memorable game this truly was. For Phil Simms, Danielle Bellini, and Larry Ridley, Jim Nance saying so long for now, and we leave you with the GMC Never Say Never moment of the game.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Both defenses will have to be on the watch for a pair of tight ends looking to find seams in the secondary. It's the Raiders going up against the Chiefs. So let's go now to Oakland, California, where Jim and Phil are on the call.
And Taiwan Jones is back deep for the opening kick. Ryan Suckup in position as he'll be sending this kick towards the end zone to start today's game. Able to move past the 20 and brought down at the 23. So the rookie quarterback, it's not his first time onto the field, but still getting his feet wet in the NFL.
Yeah, you know, Jim, and every week it just gets a little easier, better. When you walk out there, you can settle those nerves down faster each game you play. So it's going to be fun to see how he does here today.
Imposing their will early on the defense with a solid effort on the ground.
Well, we talk so much, don't we, about the passing game in the NFL, but it's still about who can out-hit the other one, and right now, the offense, they are winning that battle. Nice run.
First down at the 36, and that's Johnson in on the stop. This goes for a loss. Here's the offensive line, and for this team, they are the lifeblood of the offense. When they're blocking well, this team can do some serious damage. Nothing there as this goes for a loss of 2. The Chiefs have a lot of faith in this man. He is Eric Berry. Keep an eye on him.
He was an All-American at the University of Tennessee, made a lot of plays, and he's carried it over to the NFL. He can still make all the plays against anybody.
Just when you thought the offense was going to march down and score, look who awakens. The defense makes the play.
Yeah, nice job by the defense that time. They got the speed on their side. They use it, and they stop the offense that time on the third down.
Well, they tipped their hand here early. They're going to be very aggressive today, going for it here on fourth down. The Raiders from the 32. This is going to set up a change of possession. Here is the former overall #1 pick of the draft by way of Utah, quarterback Alex Smith.
How about the job Alex Smith did with Andy Reid in Kansas City last year? He wasn't good. He was outstanding. In his playoff game against the Indianapolis Colts, he was magnificent. The Kansas City Chiefs have to be excited about Alex Smith.
On offense today, out of Notre Dame at tight end, 6'4", Anthony Fasano.
Hey, I saw Anthony Fasano, Jim, play high school football back in New Jersey. He is a really solid tight end, really good blocker at the line of scrimmage, and also can go down the field and catch those passes.
Has his man. He's tackled beyond the markers. It's a first down.
You know, when you throw the football like that down the field, you pick up a first down. Now you can do anything you want on the offensive side, and you've got that defense guessing.
First and 10. Throws the pass. Got the completion. Moore's there to take him down. And here's a look at the defensive line that will try to control the trenches today. Alex Smith will take it right from the center. Jamal Charles carries the football. The Chiefs get a first down.
Nice job that time by the offense getting the first down inside the red zone. And it's a good thing they got a quarterback with a strong arm, because you've got to throw into some tight spots in the red zone.
First and goal from the 9. He's got the catch, and that'll be a gain of about 2.
The Chiefs have speed on the defensive side, no doubt about it. And when they're backed up, they don't have to worry about players going by them because they're in the red zone. They become even faster. Way to get to the football on that throw and catch. And they stop the play for a short gain. Jim, I love these situations. Third and goal, what are they going to call? They're going to run the football. They're going to go with a pass. And if it is a pass, I will look for something quick.
Offense lines up here. Third and goal at the 5. Throwing now to his left. Incomplete as that ball sails out of bounds.
Good job that time by the defense. They stop them short on 3rd and goal. What will the offense do? I'm sure the defense is hoping they go for it.
No doubt about it. Put 3 on the board.
There's nothing like being ahead in the football game, no matter how many points it is, because now you can manage it in a different way, even though it's early in this game, and you make the other team come after you.
And they stop him from running it out to the 20. Mark him down at the 19. First down coming up. Will go ground. They'll mark him at the 22.
Nice job that time by the defense. They were ready for the run. Nowhere for the running back to go, and they stopped him for a short gain.
Double tight end formation. The Raiders from the 22. And he's taken down, but not until he picks up the first.
Good run that time. It results in a first down, and it moves those chains on the sideline. Keep those chains moving. Tire that defense out.
Another running play. And that's Johnson in on the stop.
And this defense, they are tough. When you run that football, they got some men up front. And that time they stopped that run just for a short gain.
Get ready.
Second down and 9. They'll run it with him again. And he's able to get out to the 34-yard line.
Well, I know it's not going to make a highlight film, but still a good solid run up in there for a couple yards.
It's third down coming up. The jumbo set on the field. Smith with the good coverage that time to knock it away.
He did everything right, didn't he, the quarterback that time? He was physical. He stayed on the wide receiver. He was reading the quarterback, so it was easy for him to knock the throw down.
The coach is going to go for it. For this play, they'll go with 2 tight ends. And he hauls it in. He's tackled right at the 24.
Hard to play man-to-man against such a quality receiver. You kind of mix up the coverage. You play straight man-to-man, you're going to give up a lot of completions.
First down at the 24. Moore's got it on a pass, had some heat on it. We've got a player down, so we'll step aside and be back in just a moment. First and goal. Could have been intercepted.
Well, Jim, I threw a lot of passes like that in my career where it should have been intercepted and the guy dropped it. You just go, yes, I got a break. Now can you capitalize on that break?
Let's go.
Second and goal from the 9. Smith nearly comes away with the pick on that pass.
When you get third and goal, a lot of times it just comes down to who's willing to fight the hardest. We'll find out here in a second.
About to snap it for the 9th play of the drive. The Chiefs defense brings in an extra member of the secondary. They'll go nickel. The pass is picked off by Berry. Good piece of tackling.
This defensive coordinator, he is one aggressive dude. He keeps going after this offense, and finally he gets the interception inside.
Now as we go to the field, it's Tywan Jones back deep for the kickoff. And Ryan Suckup has this one teed up as they gear up for kickoff. The Raiders ready to return the kickoff. And he's tackled just past the 20. We'll mark it at the 22-yard line. So the rookie quarterback will take the field, trying to improve week by week.
Well, he's getting some experience. It's not a lot, but it's enough to help him feel more comfortable, and I think play better. He should do well here today.
Gets about 4 yards that time. That's second down coming up. 2 tight ends on the field here. The give. Tackle's made, and the first down is picked up.
Nothing fancy about that, but it's a good run. Gets a first down. Now the offense has 3 more chances.
The Raiders go with 2 tight ends on this play. Back to the ground, and that's Houston in on the stop.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
That's a face mask call, and of course from now on it's 15 yards no matter how you slice it. They don't even have to interpret it anymore. The severity of it, it's a big penalty.
Yeah, it is a big penalty. You know, one thing, you know why we see a lot of face mask penalties in the NFL now? It's because players tackle too high. Get your arms around the waist. Go down low to make those tackles, and you wouldn't get those face mask penalties.
Gets it again. Eric Berry is stalking back there in the secondary, and he can change a game in a hurry.
From the University of Tennessee, he's fast. He can read the quarterback. He's smart. Eric Berry, along with Earl Thomas, maybe the 2 fastest safeties in the NFL.
And he's taken down.
When you blitz on 3rd down, you hope to get to the quarterback. Here's why. Because there are less defensive backs back there. The chances of giving up the big play are pretty high, but the rush, they're quick enough. They get there, they sack the QB.
That's a touchback, and the ball will be spotted at the 20. At quarterback, he was the first overall selection in the 2005 draft out of the University of Utah. Quarterback Alex Smith.
Well, last year, Alex Smith, he shut up all the naysayers. What a year he had. He was solid from the start to the end. Turns the football very seldom and runs around a lot better than people think.
Taken down a yard short of the first.
Nice run that time. When you run the football like this, over a period of time, it's going to wear that defense out. There's no doubt about it. Nice job by the offensive line.
Loading up with extra defensive backs in the dime. The Chiefs have it at the 29. Down the field. What a catch. Taken down at the 33.
Well, the way the rules are in the NFL now, you can't hit the receivers, you can't hit the quarterback. And if you give the quarterback this kind of time, he is always going to find an open receiver.
That long gain sets them up here on this play. And they'll run the football with Charles. Looking out wide. Charles is brought down after picking up just a yard. Let's set the lineup for the offense. A physical presence at wide receiver is Dwayne Bowe.
Yeah, he is. When you take how tall he is and how big he is, one of the bigger receivers in the NFL, and what a year he had in 2013.
And Davis is taken down at the 26. This defensive front is so often disruptive and in the quarterback's face. Jamal Charles is in the backfield. To Williams. And picks up about 3.
Oh, man, Jim, this just drives everybody crazy. The fans, even announcers like you and I, it's 3rd and short, and you throw and complete the pass, but it's still not enough to get the first down.
The kick is through for 3.
You always want to be rewarded for a nice drive in a football game, even when it's a field goal, because you've made a lot of good plays, you've executed them, you got yourself in position to get some points, and that field goal just reinforces everything.
They come to the line of scrimmage, first down. It's a 2 tight end formation. To the ground, left side, and that's a big-time tackle that keeps them 3 yards short of the first down marker. Second down. They load it up now, bring out the jumbo formation. Brought down at the 44.
Got to give a lot of credit to the defense. They were all over the run that time, and they only give up a short gain.
They'll go with the extra tonnage here with the jumbo set. Gains 5.
The NFL is about situations. A good job by the runner knowing where the first down was, gets it there, and he moves those chains.
First down and 10. And now they'll be on the other side of the 50 after this play.
Always good to have these types of runs. Yeah, it's not a first down, but it sends a message. It shows everybody that you can run it when you want to, and also it opens up so many other things for your offense.
Jones-Drew takes it. Toss play. The tackle's made, and the first down is picked up.
Jones-Drew is able to show everybody why he should get the football more. Good job that time, finding his way and picking up a first down.
They bring in the extra tight end. First down at the 37. Holmes is an animal on that play.
Good job by the defense. They stopped the first down play that time by the offense, and now they have a good situation.
They went with the ground game on first down, bringing up second. The Raiders bring in an extra tight end for this play. Looking to the right side and throwing. Diving grab. They give him the catch.
It takes really good corners to play a defense where you challenge the wide receivers and just play them man-to-man coverage. I don't think this defense has that kind of quality corners.
First and 10. Reaches out and grabs it.
Good play call that time by the offensive coordinator. Down inside, when you're inside that 20-yard line or the red zone, find ways to complete the pass. They did that time.
First and goal. Will run it. There's a signal from the far side. The hands are up. It is a touchdown.
I'd say this run by the offense is just, it's arrogance. They just say, you can't stop us. And they lined up and just shoved it down the defense's throat. Nice run there on first and goal for the touchdown.
And the extra point is good. The Chiefs looking for a big return and hoping to find a way to regain the lead. Scores 7-3. Takes off from the 5. Made right around the 26-yard line. First down here. The defense comes out in the dime. Wide receivers stacked up on this play. Smith takes it from the gun. He's looking to the right here on this throw. And they are in on Bo.
There's no doubt time of possession can be an overrated stat in games many times, but one thing you want to do, throw and catch it just like this and pick up those first downs and keep it going.
Smith connects with Bo. Picks up 8 here. Second down coming up. Now they'll try over again on second down. Jenkins is in the slot. It'll give it to Jamal Charles. He's tackled beyond the markers. It's a first down.
Charles is a very smart runner. He knows situations in the game. He saw the first down yard markers, and what does he do? He gets past them and picks up the first down.
First down at the 47. Brought down. It's now second down. They've come out in the dime package. Screen brings it into his body. They have this one covered up, and it's going to set him back for a loss.
Quarterback should have never thrown it that time. Even though he completes the pass, he should have seen the defense was right there. A loss of a couple yards.
The Chiefs have it at the 44. Smith dumps it off to Charles.
And he's going to be tackled, and that's going to bring us to 4th down.
This team, one of the better tackling teams in the NFL, and they play the situation perfectly. They give up the short completion. They come up and make the tackle. Now we have a 4th down.
An empty possession for the offense.
Jim, I can't get on the kicker this time. That was a long field goal try. And when you send the guy out there to kick one that long, you got a 50-50 chance. That time they lost.
An extra tight end on the field for this one. 1st down at the 47. That brings the play to an end. That leads us to 2nd down. Moore's lined up in the slot. Handoff. Now slashing to the right side, looking for room.
Good coaching on the defensive side. Everybody stays at home. They stay in their gap, and they hold that run to a short gain.
Offense lines up here. 3rd down and 4. Gets the handle here. The tackle is made, and that's a 3-and-out series for the offense.
The defensive end has the outside runs. That's his assignment, and he did it well. Takes on the tackle, beats his rear end up pretty good. It makes a tackle on the running back.
There's a lot of extra weight out there for this jumbo set. Failed to pick up the 1st down, and they'll give the ball back to the other side.
He's such a smart linebacker. That's one of the reasons why he was able to knock that pass down that time. He diagnosed the play. He saw what it was going to be, got himself in position, and he made it happen.
1st down at the 48. Smith with the handoff. Gains 12.
The Chiefs' offensive line is just whooping some tail today, aren't they? What a job up front. That helps the running back get in space, get down there, and pick up a big gain.
Jenkins is going to get set in the slot for this snap. The Chiefs will take the snap from the 40. Set up screen to Charles.
There's a difference. When you play zone, you drop back and you watch the quarterback and you react to the football. When you're playing man-to-man, all you're worried about is where that receiver goes. You try to shadow him, look for the football, and try to make a play.
Wide receivers are bunched up. Smith's going to take the snap from the shotgun. Running room, and he's tackled down after picking up the 1st. 1st down, offense readying for the snap. Jenkins, a receiver in the slot. Jamal Charles now cutting to the right side, looking for some open space.
Power running. A lot of teams in this league don't even do it anymore. This team, they can power it up in there and pick up those tough yards.
Charles is lined up now as the running back behind the quarterback. Quick drop back. To Avery. Avery takes the hit and is brought down.
That time the quarterback throws the drag route. It doesn't get a 1st down, but still it's a good decision by him. The throw was right on target, and it picked up solid yards.
Offense lines up here. The Chiefs take it from the 23. With 2 hands, he has it.
Well, we see it more and more. Football's thrown behind the line of scrimmage. They do it that time. Nice catch, but a loss of yards on the play.
Ball start, offense.
This will be a 46-yard field goal attempt. The field goal attempt is good. It's good.
Well, even though they get the field goal that time, it's still disappointing. You get in that position, you'd like to score a touchdown.
Jones will run this one out. And they stop him from running it out to the 20. Mark him down at the 19. 1st down on the way. The Raiders come out at a 2 tight end set. They'll go ground to the outside and gains maybe 4. And it'll be 2nd down and 6 after the running play on 1st down. The Raiders break huddle and show a jumbo look. They knock him down, and he's still 2 yards short of the first.
That was a power running play that time by the offense. It picked up some good yards. Nothing like it. Show the defense you're willing to get in there and slug it out and get some tough running yards.
3rd down and 2. They call his name again. And he's going to be tackled, and that's going to bring us to 4th down.
And this fires the football team up. The defense, 3rd and short. They stop the run, keeps the offense short of the 1st down, and look at the excitement on the defensive side.
Going to be a short yardage situation, so forget the punt. They're going to go for it. And we've reached the 2-minute warning in this one. Far from a 1st down. They're going to go for it. The Raiders take it from the 28. Again, they'll lean on him. That's a failed conversion, but you might as well look at it like a turnover. It's going back the other way.
Good job by the defense that time. 4th down, they were ready for everything. Very aggressive, fast. They make the play, and this could change the game around.
First down at the 26. Gets it out for the Kansas City. Takes it across.
Touchdown Chiefs.
Good job on that touchdown. That puts them ahead. And it's always, of course, better to be ahead than behind.
Inside of the uprights. The Chiefs will have their kicking team on the field now. Their defense made a huge stop on 4th down, and that led to the great starting field position on a drive that would end with a touchdown. Here's the handoff, and they'll run it. And it's Eric Berry who brings him down. That last running play was good for only a yard, so it's 2nd down and 9. Double tight end formation. He takes it on the counter. Taken down just 2 yards short of the first.
When you talk about counter runs, what we just saw that time, the defense thinks the play's going one way, then a pulling guard or tackle comes around and catches a defensive lineman off guard. It makes a good block.
3rd and 2. Pulls it in. He's tackled right at the 31.
Anytime you have man-to-man coverage like we see this time, it's all about the receiver getting away from the defender. He does it, and the quarterback puts it right on him.
For this play, they'll go with 2 tight ends. The Raiders snap it at the 31. And he's brought to the ground.
If you want to run the football with success, you're going to have plays like this where they pick up very little yardage. Don't listen to the fans. Keep running it, and it'll work.
2 tight ends on the field here. Takes another handoff. That's DeVito making the stop.
What that run does, it just puts the offense in a good situation. So a good, positive run.
3rd down. Maurice Jones-Drew. And he's going to be tackled, and that's going to bring us to 4th down. The Chiefs are going to burn the first of their 3 timeouts right here. They are close enough to a first to go for it here on 4th down. The jumbo set on the field. The Raiders take it from the 38. Well, we'll be switching sides with this one. Ball's going the other way.
Well, I think the offense made the right decision here. They're at a position, out there where it's too far for a field goal and they're too close to punt. I agree with it. Go for it on 4th down.
Charles lined up in the backfield. Alex Smith's going to take it from the shotgun. Looking long. He's in for the touchdown.
Nice throw by the quarterback that time. Put it right on the money. Not a big window. It doesn't matter to him today. Great control of the football. Put it right in there for the touchdown.
Chiefs getting set for kickoff. Stewart's going to test the coverage here. And that return ends rather quietly short of the 20. Let's mark him at the 16. The Raiders bring their offense back onto the field for their next drive.
Get ready.
First down at the 16. Handoff made. They bring him to the turf.
Safeties now in the NFL have to cover like a corner, and they got to tackle like a linebacker. And that time the safety came up, and he tackled like a linebacker and stopped that outside run.
So that's going to do it for the first half. Chiefs are up in this one. No return here. This will be coming out to the 20. They face first down. Alex Smith will take it right from the center. Jamal Charles carries the football. Taken down after picking up the first.
Charles is a guy, anytime he gets a chance to get in the secondary and make a big play, he thinks he's going to take it for a touchdown. Not this time. It's a big run, but still well done.
First down at the 34. And they'll run the football with Charles. Brought down at the 38. The Chiefs have tried to stretch the field vertically, and they certainly have. Smith's arm is one of the best in the league.
Long passes down the field that are completed. It's still one of the prettiest plays in all of sports. It just looks majestic, and man, has he been sharp today.
It's now second down and 7 after the 3-yard rush. And they'll give it to Jamal Charles. Charles takes the hit and is brought down.
This is one good tackling defense. They stay in good position at all times, and we saw it that time, and they stopped the play for a short gain.
Smith's setting up now in the pistol. The Chiefs lined up in the pistol. The Chiefs have it at the 39. Set up screen, and this will just go for an incompletion. The punter awaits the snap. Jenkins has got it on the return. Cooper's there that time for the tackle. The Raiders break huddle and start their drive this time from the 25. Offense lines up here. First down at the 25. And that picks up 3.
I will say this for the offensive coordinator. He is persistent. They're not running the football very well today, and that time he tries to run game again. Gets a couple yards, but not much.
They'll run it here. They've got him behind the line of scrimmage.
Loss of 3.
The defense looking for one more stop here on third down after that run. Nickel formation here for the defense. Incomplete as he was looking short.
Boy, it must be hard just to knock the football down. That time he's in good position because you know the defender wanted to go for the interception, but he played it smart and knocked it down instead.
Offense back on the field here for this 4th and 10 play. Offense lines up here. The Raiders will take the snap from the 25. They fail to convert, and now a change of possession.
Situations like this sometimes get cost you the game. You're down in the second half. Why would you go for it on 4th down in this situation? You don't get it, that decision might cost you this football game.
Charles is lined up directly behind the quarterback here. The Chiefs will take the snap from the 25. Picks up about 2.
Good job by the defensive line, standing in there and fighting, and they hold the running back to a short gain.
The Chiefs take it from the 23. Brown's in on the tackle. Now looking at third down. Jamal Charles is in the backfield. From the shotgun. Alex Smith looking long. Ball's picked off. In on the stop.
Nice job of the defense that time. In position, they read the quarterback's eyes, and it led to an interception.
They come to the line, and it's first down. They load it up now, bring out the jumbo formation. And they get to him before he can get out of the end zone. They've got a safety. So that means Taiwan Jones will be back for the opening kick. Ryan Suckup now ready to get this game started with the opening kickoff. Ryan Suckup ready for the kickoff. And he's taken down right at about the 29, not quite to the 30. There's been all kinds of build-up and anticipation, and now the rookie quarterback heads onto the field for his first series.
Yeah, I think things have changed so much over the years. These quarterbacks, especially these rookies, they're so much more ready to play than previous years. They get to throw the football a lot in college, a lot in high school, so they come in the NFL prepared and ready to go.
They'll go with the extra tonnage here with the jumbo set. Here's the handoff. Eric Berry comes up to make the play. The defensive line will be the focus here in this game. If they're disrupting the quarterback, the rest of the defense will have a chance to do their thing. And he's going to be tackled, and that's going to bring us to fourth down. Fourth down, close to the first, so the offense stays on the field. It's a two tight end formation. The Raiders take it from the 38. He's brought to a halt.
Well, it's always about risk and reward. It is a risk to go for it on fourth down. When you pick it up, you feel like it changes function.
Takes it again. He is tackled right at the 50.
When you're an offensive lineman and you can line up and just run the football straight ahead and pick up those kind of yards, you are going to get into the head of the defense. You're basically saying, we're tougher than you are, and we're just going to come right at you. Outside runs take time. And when you run outside, you expect the safety to get up there with that extra time and make the tackle. Good job that time by the safety.
Third down and 5. They'll go ground. The ball is out. Oh, they cough up the football, and the defense takes possession. He came into the league with the 49ers as the first pick in the draft in 05 and is bound to home now in Kansas City. Quarterback Alex Smith. Before we go any further, they're going to take another look at the last play. So now they're going to take a look at whether the knee was down before the ball came out.
Well, when we look at this, let's look when the knee hits the ground. And as we look at it, when the knee hits the ground, does he still have total control of the football? If you deem him to have total control, then it is not a fumble. Alex Smith does a little bit of everything. Able to get out of trouble when he needs to. Pretty good athlete and has learned over the years to throw the football down the field better and better as the years have gone by. They'll take it at the 20.
It's first down as they head to the line. Smith's going to be in the pistol here. Jamal Charles. That's a gain of only a yard. And with this starting unit, as usual, the attention goes to the wide receivers who so often open up the game. The give. Charles inside. The ball is jarred loose. And it's a takeaway. That'll stop the play right there.
You got to protect the football on the offensive side. When you don't protect it, the way these defensive players can run, you're going to get in trouble, and that time it results in a fumble.
To the ground. Dragged to the ground. Looks like he's still about a yard short of the first.
Good job that time by the offense. Power run gets them a few yards.
There's a lot of extra weight out there for this jumbo set. Go run it. Here's the handoff. Smith able to read that play and make the hit.
The Raiders offensive coordinator, he has to be frustrated by that play. I think he calls the right play, but what happens? The run loses yards. That's just a bad job of the offensive line. Games in the NFL can hinge on 3rd and short. Who can pick them up and who can stop them? How about that play that time by the defense? They stopped the 3rd and short run, and now it's 4th down.
Let's go.
Maurice Jones-Drew gets it here. That's enough for a first down.
First down by the offense in the red zone, and, you know, if you're on the defensive side, you don't have to worry about deep passes anymore. You can be more aggressive and take some chances.
The jumbo set on the field. First down at the 15. He makes the catch. Johnson's going to make the tackle.
You must be very creative in the red zone when it comes to the passing game. Formations, movement, do whatever it takes to give your players an advantage. That time they get a nice play call. They throw the pass and complete it for a good, solid pickup.
Buries in on the coverage and forces the incompletion.
On defense, when you're a defensive back, it's so much about timing. That time he times it perfect, and he jumps up and knocks the ball down.
Get ready.
Looks to his left, reaches out and snatches it. And that's Ali in on the stop.
Well, it's one thing to have talent as a quarterback. You need that to succeed in the NFL, but you got to be smart also. And how about that? That time the QB changed the protection, took advantage of the defense, which was blitzing, picked them all up. Great job by the QB. Well, that time that run play in the red zone, it did not fool the defense. The offense gets overpowered. They get a very little gain that time on the run.
This will be 2nd down. The defense loading up on the line, getting set for this snap. And he's in for the touchdown.
Well, when your offense goes out there and scores a touchdown to put you ahead, it's got to give a big lift to the defense. They got to get excited and go out there and hold that lead.
He made it. The Raiders will kick it away momentarily. They were able to capitalize on great field position following the fumble, and they'll be hoping the defense can help them out like that once more. Davis got it on the return. And the tackle's made right around the 26-yard line. First down coming up. It's a dime look for the defense on this play. Charles lined up in the backfield. Just a quick drop back. Setting up screen. Can't find the target on the pass underneath. Here's a look at the defense with its ball-hawking secondary. Shotgun look here for Alex Smith. 2nd and 10. The defense gets the sack.
What a good scheme that time by the defense. They confuse the offense. They blitz. They don't know who to pick up. And how about the defender? They must love this. Coming in free and gets a good clean shot on the QB and gets a sack.
And he's going to be dropped for the sack. And they're going to be punting after a short series.
We got to give that defensive front a lot of credit, man. They are pushing. They're getting after it. They know it's probably going to be a pass on 3rd down. And they get back to the quarterback and take him down.
Jenkins has got it now. He's stacked up at that point.
Well, returning punts is a tough job. It's about judgment. That time, that was poor judgment by the return man. Should have just had a fair catch and never tried to return that.
Handoff. Ball's out. The defense has the football. Nice tackle.
That's what you call a takeaway. The defense just makes such a hard hit that they take the football away from the offense and they recover the fumble.
They come to the line of scrimmage. first down. Coming to the line, hoping to avoid being sacked for a third time. Gets the handle here. And he is tackled at the 44.
Well, a short gain on the run that time by the offense. When you're a running football team, listen, there's going to be a lot of ugly plays that don't work. You just got to keep running it.
Smith will have it in the pistol. The Chiefs have it at the 44. Middle, and that gains a few. It'll be third down. Jenkins lined up now as a slot receiver. Smith dumps it off to Charles. That'll put them in what we call plus territory.
Running backs are such a big part of the pass game now in the NFL. Look at this play, able to take a short catch and get a long gain out of it. Nice job by the running back.
Smith set in the pistol. Now first and 10. Jamal Charles carries the football. Good work by the defense. This will be a loss of 3.
Got to give the defense some credit. On first down, there's so many things the offense can do. They were ready for that play, and they stopped it.
Loading up with extra defensive backs in the dime. The Chiefs will take the snap from the 45. And he's thrown to the ground.
There's nothing worse to a quarterback than having an offensive lineman getting driven back in his way. That time the right side of the line collapses, and it leads to a sack of the QB.
The defense comes out in the dime. They've come out in the dime package. Alex Smith from the gun. Throws to the right. Easy catch there. No one near him.
Defensive coordinators love this situation, don't they? Third and long, they can do just about anything, and it's going to work, and they stop the offense that time.
The kick, and it's through there. The kick is good.
Well, this guy's a machine. Every time he gets a chance to go out there and kick a field goal, it is right down the middle. Good job by the offense, good job by the kicker.
It'll be a touchback. The Raiders getting set now for the next series. The Raiders approach the line, and they're going with their jumbo package. Still powering ahead. Taken down at the 21. As we see the rushing numbers, obviously this team isn't going to complain about leading, but I think that you look at the numbers a little deeper and you have to say, wait a minute, we need to control the tempo of this game more. We've got to get our running back going.
I think that's the number.
Ball's loose, and the recovery is made by the defense. The Chiefs are in the end zone for the touchdown.
What a group of talented defenders. They're tough, they're fast, they're smart. They get the turnover and the touchdown.
The point after try is in the books. Chiefs getting set for kickoff. Jones going to test the coverage this time. And it's the same as a touchback as he's tackled right at the 20. The Raiders offense ready now to see what it can do.
Get ready.
First down at the 20. They'll go ground. They knock him down behind the line of scrimmage.
Good job by the defense. They stopped the offense that time on first down. Now the defense is in a good situation.
Second down following the run. Moore's in the slot. Here's the handoff, and they'll run it. And this will end up as a 2-yard loss.
Well, it doesn't get much worse than this, does it? You're losing the football game. Now you're looking at third and long, and look, there are no miracles in the NFL. I'll tell you that. So be smart. If the play is not there, don't force it. Dump it off and wait for the next time you get it.
3rd and 13. Catch made. And the tackle is made at the 35-yard line.
When you play man-to-man against this receiver, you're going to have a tough time. Quarterback's a good thrower. Really hard for a defensive back to stay with him.
The Raiders will take the snap from the 35, and he's forced to the ground.
That's a bad job by the offense that time. There's no doubt about it. The blitz by the defense, they do not do a good job of finding out where everybody's blitzing from. They let a guy come free, and that free blitzer, or as we call them, free runners, he gets the hit on.
The pass is picked off by Barry. The tackle is made.
That was an awesome job by the defense. They just read the quarterback's eyes. They got in position, and they made the interception.
First and 10. And they'll run the football with Charles. Tackles made.
When you run the football like this and you show toughness, there is no doubt. When you fake it and try to throw the football down the field, the quarterback's going to have all day to get it done.
Charles is lined up in a single back formation. The Chiefs will take the snap from the 40. Pass hits the ground and goes incomplete on the short throw. 3rd and 5 following the incompletion. Offense lines up here. Smith takes it from the gun. Play action fake. Looking to throw. The ball's deflected, incomplete.
That is so tough to do. To be that close to these receivers and able to knock the pass down without getting a penalty. Good job.
Puts it through the uprights. Needed plenty of leg on that one.
Well, that time the offense had great field position. They don't take advantage of it, but at least they get 3 points. Good job by the kicker coming in and getting some points on the board.
And he fails to get out to the 20, and he is smacked down at the 15-yard line. The Raiders ready to take over the football. They bring in the extra tight end. First down at the 15. Toss to the outside.
Good job by the defense. They stopped the first down play that time by the offense, and now they have a good situation.
2nd down and 12. Takes it on the counter. Tackled down at the 22.
Running backs, they love counter runs. They know when a defense has been over pursuing, so they make that fake one way, and when they cut it back, there's usually a great running lane there.
They load it up now. Bring out the jumbo formation. Underneath, but can't find the mark that time as the pass goes incomplete.
That time on 3rd and short, the offense throws the football. That just shows you no faith in their running game. Didn't think they could move the defense back, so they throw it, and the pass is incomplete. Now it's 4th down.
Secures it with 2 hands. The Raiders with the gutsy call, and they convert here on 4th and short.
Yeah, it was. Gutsy call by the offense and the offensive coordinator. But look, this guy's willing to take chances, and he tries these plays and these situations every game, and that time they came through.
Coming up, 2nd down. They'll go with the extra tonnage here with the jumbo set. The defense gets a sack.
Well, if your offensive line's not good enough just to stop the pass rush, then you got to help them out. How do you do that? Well, you keep the tight end in, let him be an extra blocker, and you tell your running backs to help out too, blocking some of these defensive linemen.
Looking to go deep. Smith nearly comes away with the pick on that pass.
Well, you're down. Here you are in the first half of the game. If it was 4th and short, I could see the coach trying to switch things around. If he might go for it. But we have 4th and long. Punt that football down there. Don't make a decision to put your team in a hole that they can't get out of.
He'll throw it over the middle. That's a missed opportunity, and now they'll have to bring out the defense. The Raiders putting together quite a